If I die, I'll give you my YouTube channel. Did you see that? It's actually working. This is ridiculous. Is it possible to pump up a bicycle tyre with helium?
We don't have a mountain bike balloon.
I have my own mountain bike and
We don't inflate anybody else's balloon.
Is it possible to pump up a bicycle tyre with helium instead of air?
A normal bicycle, yeah?
Yeah.
No, we don't put helium in there. So what for?
Just a science experiment.
Do you use helium in there?
No, never.
So I wouldn't take a risk for that.
No. No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So as you might have guessed, in this video we're going to be doing something completely random and we're going to be filling the mountain bike tyres with helium. So this is probably one of the most stupidest things I've ever decided to do on the channel. I thought it'd be quite an interesting idea to see what effect that would have on the bike, whether it would make the bike lighter, whether it would make it ride different on the trails. Who even knows? I've absolutely no idea what's going to happen. If you've got any predictions of what you think will happen, comment below, but we'll get the show on the road and we will see how stupid this idea is. So I'll just walk you through what we've got going on. We have the Summit mountain bike tyres, 29 tyres. There's no inserts in these, they're just like tubeless tyres, so we're going to let all the air out. Helium tank for, well, it's supposed to be for blowing up balloons. I bought it off Amazon for like 30 UK pounds or something like that. Like some Gorilla tape or duct tape, some Jubilee clips, some balloons, and we have a mountain bike pump, which I'm hoping to take the tubing off this and attach it to this and then into here. Party gems, do not refill. You getting scared?
The choking hazard.
This is supposed to inflate about 20 or 30 balloons, so I'm hoping it has enough air in here for both my tyres. If you guys are actually asking or wondering what my process is for doing this, I'm pretty much asking the same question here. But I do have some tools, and we've got a pump, a nozzle, and we're going to attach this end of this pump here, then onto the bike tyres. But before we do that, I've got some scales. I'm going to weigh myself and the bike before I put helium in, just to see what the weight is. Right, 81 kilos-ish or something. Now the weight of me holding the bike, 84 or something. So you get the camera on that thing. Yo, Future Alex here, just jumping in to say I made a massive mistake here, because that weight you just see on the screen assumes that my bike weighs 4 kilos, and my bike doesn't weigh 4 kilos at all. The actual weight of my bike is about 15.2 kilos, and that's with tubeless setup. And if you add that to my actual weight, it kicks out a total of 96.4 kilos. So bit of a freaking cock up from my end, but that's the number to keep in your mind. And we'll jump back into the video. Right, let's let the tyres down. There's no inserts in these, just tubeless setup. There we go. Flat as a pancake. My plan with this pump was to take the nozzle off here and attach this to the end of the tank. So I wonder if it'll... Oh. There we go, we're off. Okay. I'm wondering if this will go... Oh, look at that, that's a perfect fit. And then that obviously threads into the tank. Should we close it first? That's closed.
Is it?
Yeah, there's no pressure on that. I guess we just thread this on here. Why are you standing so far away? You scared?
Yeah.
Right, should we test it?
I haven't read the safety manual.
Should we test to see if there's any helium in it? I'm going to read the instructions. Right, so it says put the nozzle on, fully open the green valve, slide the balloon onto the black nozzle.
Jeez. Terrified, no joke. Terrified of these. Oh, there you go.
We have helium. Now pump onto here. If any of you guys have any predictions as well, what the hell is going to happen, please put them in the comments. Maybe this will be the last you will ever see of this video. Or if anyone wants to buy the YouTube channel. Oh no. Right, I think we've got a seal. Right. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually working. It doesn't take much.
Yeah, you don't want the tyre to be too hard. But...
Oh, what? It's actually working. I've done something real bad here. I haven't put that on. I don't think we lost too much. It's actually working.
Yeah, but that looks hard enough.
I reckon I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
Oh. Right, we'll do the rear one, and then we'll weigh it and see if there's any weight difference, and then we'll jump on it and see if it rides any different.
Oh yeah.
You tell me when.
I'd say no.
Right, let's weigh the bike now on the scales with helium in the tyres. I mean, what do you think is going to happen?
I think it's going to be the same.
Helium's supposed to be lighter, isn't it?
It's going to be the same, I reckon.
The same? Huh. Mate, come and look at this. No. 97.6 kilos. Just do it again.
80.
Well, it was 85, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When I had no helium in the tyres and just normal air. Now we've got helium in. Again, 97.6. What?
But does it feel noticeably or no?
Feels a little bit.
Heavier.
Feels a little bit heavier.
It's weird.
My phone's not gonna weigh friggin'.
No. No.
Oh, 97.3 without a phone. That's mental. I thought helium was lighter than air. Like, why do balloons fly off?
Is that kilograms or pounds?
That's kilograms. Yeah, definitely kilograms. Is that how it rides?
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't feel much different.
It might on track.
Yeah, it might. I think it's going to feel way different on the track. So we're going to go up to the top of the hill and we're going to do some runs in it and see if it actually feels any different. That's weird though. Super weird. Are you as confused as I am?
Yeah. Like it feels heavy if there was inserts in it, but there's no inserts.
Just helium, and the bike is heavier. Yet when you put helium in party balloons, they fly off into outer orbit. Science. So we are on the way to the trails. Can definitely feel a weight difference. Maybe it's a placebo, maybe not, I don't know. But I can definitely feel something's either heavier or slower rolling. So we're up the hill. We're going to test what the bike is like on the track. I'm going to check the pressures first, put them at like decent riding pressure, and then we're going to see if they actually go down riding or they stay the same or what. So I reckon that's about 26 psi. I reckon about 22 in the front. I missed the line. Look at the size of this mushroom. That is a big mushroom. Would you eat it?
Hell no.
Would you eat this mushroom? Well, we have some leaking moisture or something. I don't know if that's the helium or sealant. I don't know. Still got quite a bit of pressure in. So we're back at home now, back from that crazy experiment. And honestly, I think I can speak for a lot of people who thought that putting helium in mountain bike tyres would make the bike lighter. I mean, if you put helium in balloons, the balloons generally just fly off. So I did a little bit of research. I think it's because helium is more dense, or is it less dense? Helium has 2 grams. I think it's less dense than air. So technically it is lighter, but it takes more helium to fill up the same space compared to air. I think that's correct. Maybe I've completely butchered that at all, but if there's any scientists out there who actually know what the hell I'm talking about or what this is all about, then feel free to let me know below because I'm still mind-boggled and baffled. So I actually have the scales here again, and I wanted to quickly reweigh everything just to double check everything was correct and it wasn't just some bullshit number that didn't make any sense to anybody. I'm going to take the helium out of the bike, reweigh it, and write the numbers down in this little book and see if it correlates to what happened earlier today. Okay, so this is the helium tyres. Again, 97 kilos. So now bike with normal oxygen. 97.1 now, what the hell? I'm confused now. That's weird now. Now with no helium it's heavier, but yet this morning when we did the same test, held the bike the same, me with the bike and no helium was considerably lighter. And we did multiple tests of that than with helium. Honestly, I have no idea what is going on here. So we've weighed the bike again with helium and without. Like, it's a lot heavier. You know, whether the scales were messed up, there was some inaccurate reading or something, I'm not too sure. But basically earlier on, when we weighed me, the bike, and the helium, well, the total weight was 97.6 kilos. And when we did that just here now, it was 97 kilos. So it had lost 0.6 kilos in mass or weight, or I'm not too sure how you what you say for that, but very strange. I actually have zero clue about this. I'm not a scientist or a chemistry teacher or anything, so I have no idea why this was. If there's anybody watching this who does have some knowledge in helium and why this did what it did, it'd be cool if you could leave a comment below and let me know to answer the questions. In terms of how the bike was riding on the track, which is probably what you guys are waiting for me to talk about, there was actually no difference really in terms of how the bike rode and handled with helium in the tyres and how the bike rode and handled with just normal oxygen and air in there. The only thing I would note was there was a slightly harder ride. The best way to describe it is it was like riding harder pressures in tyres, even though I wasn't. You guys saw when I put the pressure in the tyres, I had about 26 psi in the back and about 22 psi in the front. It felt like I was riding more like 30 or 32 psi on the tyres. The tyres just felt a lot harder, and I think that might be to do with the density of the helium. But I don't know, maybe somebody can clear that up in the comments below, because this has just been interesting, confusing, insightful, yeah, whatever.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below why you think this happened, and make sure you get subscribed to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.